And we are live. Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And hold on to your horses, ladies and gentlemen, because it is sevens time. Sevens. And it is final time. It is Argentina versus Australia to find out who will be crowned, rather, Cape Town Sevens champions. And what a weekend of rugby it's been. Once again, the Blitzbox, that sort of curse really of playing in Cape Town continues to sort of haunt the Blitzbox a little bit. They just can't seem to get that Cape Town victory, and frustrating for them as a South African fan, because it's your home tournament. You really want to sort of operate at your home tournament, especially the Cape Town, which is so much fun, so well supported. But be that as it may, what a matchup we've got ahead of us now. Argentina taking on Australia, and I tell you what, I think we're moving into a new era of Sevens, and I genuinely think Argentina could be set to dominate it. This Argentinian side has been on the up for a while when it comes to the Sevens circuit, and I think that they're going to become. I think they could be replacing a couple of sides in terms of the ones which are really sort of competing at the top, and Fiji have dominated the Sevens era for many years, but I do think we're going to see a bit of a new world order, and I really hope that the Blitzbox continue to be part of that conversation. I think fair to say that for many years it was sort of South Africa, Fiji, and New Zealand which were the dominant forces when it came to Sevens rugby, but Argentina are very much throwing themselves into the hat with the performances that they've been putting in over the last few years, and they go into this match as the favourites. But if we look at the road to the final, Australia have had a very interesting one, because yesterday I did a watch-along when they got taken apart by New Zealand and didn't even look like they were going to potentially qualify. They then went on and they beat South Africa earlier, 28-0, absolutely hammering them in the quarterfinals, before they went on to beat Fiji 24 points to 7 in the semi-finals. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of the day that they've had, you really got to sort of back them to get the job done here. But again, I think the Argentinian side are very special, and I think that in the final last week, in the final this week, the back-to-back finals, looking to try and get their season really going. So very keen to see how he is. But yeah, let me know what your score predictions are down in the comments below, and what you think about the whole Sevens this weekend. I got a couple of guys who are there. Stadium not packed. It would have been a lot more full had the Blitzbox made it this far. Still very light over down in Cape Town, as the sun does set pretty late down there. So yeah, I'm gonna put a little poll in the comments saying who will win this clash. And your options, of course, are Argentina or Australia. You can't really have a draw because, we have to have a result here. So those are your two options. Go and vote in the poll. Let me know who you're supporting and who you're backing to get the job done. And let's see what both of these teams can offer up. Hopefully, a really exciting game. Because final rugby, you don't want to see a blowout. You don't want to see one team too dominant over the other side. What you'd like to see is two pretty even sides going toe-to-toe. And we'll be moving on from this one game onto the final sort of Champions Cup games of the evening, with Racing taking on the Harlequins, which kick off in about 7 minutes' time. So perfect sort of to move from here to go into that game. That should be a really cool game as well. So very keen to sort of see how that plays out. But anyway, Australia will be playing right to left, by the way, and Argentina will be receiving kickoff. So Australia with the kickoff, and yeah, it's about to see. I've seen Argentina can go one more step further than last week. Right, and Maurice Longbottom gets things underway. He goes down the right-hand side to Argentina, a little high in the air. A bit of a juggle, but eventually managing to bring it down. So Argentina are building from just outside the 22. They're playing in the white with a bit of blue to it. Australia in their characteristic green and gold. And that's a very nice line being run there. Early line break there from Argentina. Bit of miscommunication there, and they're coming from the side. Pretty poor penalty in the end, actually conceded by Maurice Longbottom. This is the first ever cup final meeting between the two. So a bit of history over down in Cape Town with regards to this game. I'll tell you what, Jacqueline Penandini milking that a little bit, but was very much infringed from the side, so pretty poor in the end, actually. And with the penalty, Argentina deciding to go with the scrum. Generally, often do like to tackle this PCBs to go on the left-hand side. Trying to get a bit of space. It's a good tackle. The ball comes back inside of Argentina. They well and didn't to the Australian side. They go short. And that's going to be a yellow card, by the way. Yellow card to Australia. It's an interesting early call. Right, so it's not a good start here for Australia. Yeah, swinging your arm. Pretty poor tackle in the end from him. Just want to get confirmation of who it is. And that is Nick Malouf. He goes into the bin there. Once again, it's Trump for Argentina, and this is very much looking like try time here. Obviously, they'll have no scrum after Australia as they look to try and make up for that one-man overlap that they are set to have. Argentina are playing for their 7th cup title. They have never won in South Africa. First time it would be for them. What a tackle that is. Now pick up and go. And it's an interception. Oh my goodness, does he have the pace? Oh, you bet he's got the pace. Or does he? Or does he? I tell you what, that is brilliant pace. So Argentina managed to reel them in. Ball's available there for Australia. Pick up and go. Eventually gets the offload away, does James Turner. Now all the way back here. Long button trying to get things back on the front. Now it's an interception to Argentina. Now he's going to have the pace, surely. No, he's going to go all the way. He's going to go all the way. German Schultz. Well, how's that for coast to coast? One way to another. And German Schultz has gone in for a second try of the weekend. But look at this. Initial interception. Well, I think it's Hayden Sargent. I think it's Gonzalez there with the chase down. What a good showing of pace that was. Then, once again, another turnover to Schultz. And this time, had all the pace in the world to get over. Advantage to Argentina with Australia still down to 6 men. That's a good kick off there from Argentina. Turn the ball over and got straight through the middle. Oh, there we go. That's back-to-back tries. And that is the perfect start. And Santiago Mer, they allowed the ball to bounce. And in the chaos, Santiago Mer there just completely untouched, really. A horrible kickoff, and then just managed to get it. Looks up, and there's nobody in front of him. And that's gone bang, bang of Argentina. The perfect start, 12 points to 0. Kick to come. And Australia have gone down to 6 men, and more to the point, have gone down to 14 points at the moment. So what a start that is for Argentina. Well, for a side that's never won in South Africa, they are now looking pretty likely to do so. Just over 3 minutes left in the first half, and Argentina open up a 14-point lead. Right, once again on the left-hand side, go Argentina, and that's a much better kick. Although, having said that, it's almost fallen back towards Argentina hands. Well, it has, in fact. And there's the initial try scorer there. Mario up, inside ball. Looking for the offload. Ball back inside. Well, here we go. Once again, it's Schultz with the pace. No, I lie like a flat fish. It is Santiago Mario once again. Well, that's you got 2 tries. No, in fact, it's Marcus Moneta who gets in on the action. And that yellow card, well, it's absolutely decimated Australia, hasn't it? That's the 3rd try. As I said, it's bizarre. I didn't get to watch this morning's rugby when Australia beat BLitzBox, but I watched them against New Zealand yesterday. And they just looked absolutely nowhere. And the extras there. They go on the left-hand side. Now on the left-hand side, you're showing you to hit back for the half-time whistle, yeah, whilst they could be well out of this. Offside for Argentina, so Australia the penalty at the halfway line as the clock ticks under a minute. Right, and Australia, I think it's gone forward. Has gone forward, in fact. So it's a bit of a mistake from them. And Argentina will have one last set piece to launch from in this final. 33 seconds left in the first half. As I said, it's weird. When I watched Australia yesterday, I was left very underwhelmed. And yet hammered the Blitzboks today. Beat Fiji, so it's not exactly an easy route to the final. And yet in the first half, they've been absolutely blown away by Argentina, who've got 10 seconds left to navigate here, and then they can start the second half with a 21-point advantage. Unless they score here, in which case they could start with an even bigger advantage. Down the right-hand side they go. Inside ball. That's a nice line being run. Schultz managed to get the ball out. Deciding to go. And it goes back to Schultz with a couple of numbers there. Decides to take contact. Gets the offload away. Oh, a little techers there. Little kick over the top. Gonzalez now on the left-hand side. Still goes Gonzalez. Oh, ball outside. Has he got the pace? He has got the pace. And Argentina, well, one hand on the trophy, will go into half-time with what is set to be a 28-point lead. Mateusz Odzaczyk this time going over in the number 9 jersey, his third try of the weekend. And the conversion is good, right? Well, half-time, 28 points to 0. This is kind of the performance I saw yesterday for Australia, where New Zealand just absolutely hammered them. Very, very weird. It's amazing how a team who, as I said, have had some really good results can just, if they start badly, things can go from bad to worse. But what I said before the game, I said this Argentina side is something special. I do think they're going to become a real force to be reckoned with. I think this Argentina side have been putting a lot of effort into their sevens, a lot of graft into it, and I've been very impressed with what I'm seeing from the sort of the setup in general. But Joe, what a half! What a half! And I think the big thing about Argentina there is forcing mistakes really out of Australia. You know, it wasn't necessarily world-class build-up and real sort of comprehensive sort of set. A lot of it was just living off the mistakes there. You know, a couple of interceptions, disrupting kickoffs, basically forcing turnover ball and then counter-attacking really quickly. So I think it's been really good to see how quickly they've taken the opportunities. And Australia just haven't really had an answer for it. So they're going to have to be a lot better in the second half here. That looks really good. Busy looking at a spurred double burger. That could be dinner, you know. Right, we are going to be back here. Argentina now playing right to left. With the kickoff, 2 Argentinian players being readied on the sidelines. And the Australia women winning the competition earlier, watching the men counterparts, see if they can join them. Maybe have a bit of a combined fine session there, a couple of beers for both teams. Although I don't think the Australian men will be celebrating a series, a tournament win here. based on that first half. It's a bit of a messy kickoff there. I think it is Australia. Boy, it is Australia. They're going to have to score early here if Australia are going to have a chance of getting anything out of this game. That's a good line out. Eventually falls back to Australia. Having to build from inside their own 22. Long pass side wide towards Roach. Ball back inside. Not too many options here. Deciding to go down the left-hand side. Try and create a bit of a mismatch. Ball out wide. Bit of space in front of them. Lawson with a bit of space in front. Decides to cut inside. Up towards the halfway line. And the ball has come popped out. Now going to the right-hand side. There go Australia. Bit of a half pass. And Maloof goes out wide. And forced to turn it. Up towards the 10-meter line. So slowly making a bit of progress here, Australia. Now very, very deep are the rest of the back line here. Now Roach. Now it's 2-on-1 here. 2-on-1 here. Surely this will have to be a try time. He decides to go himself. Lawson, big strides in there. High knees, powering over. Australia do hit back early in the second half. Not going away just yet. And you can see Lawson just, thought about the inside ball, then decides to just put on the afterburners, get himself away and get himself over. So a good restart there for Argentina. They come away with it. A bit of space in front. Tell you what, I think Argentina score one more try. That's probably the game done. Australia's trying to stay in this. The clock ticks down with space in front of here. From Murray, like long pass out wide now. Oh, I think he's made the wrong decision. Yeah, eventually gets the offload though. Thought about the inside switch. Goes himself to Schultz. Now ball back down the right hand side. Half a gap. Ball inside. Good defense from Australia. Ball's popped up. It's turned over here from Australia. Turner, or down the left-hand side to Roach. Comes back inside. Look at the pace from Roach. Look at the pace. He's going to go all the way. I tell you what. He is going to go all the way. He's going to be untouched. The man in the scrum cap. I think he'll add the drop goal himself. Yeah, he does. Right, 28 points to 14. Maybe Australia not quite done yet. Nice little step inside, yeah, and then just decides to put the hammer down. All right, well, I'll tell you what, one more try. Australia right back into this. Down the right hand side now. Argentina looking to build. Also, Argentina basically need to run the clock down a little bit as well. Bit of game management. Probably maybe a kick ahead type thing probably wouldn't be the worst idea. Just run this clock down a little bit. Try and find a bit of space. Look, if they do score next, then that's probably the game. 3 minutes left on the clock though. So still time for Australia. Argentina desperately looking to hit back. But again, also it's about just buying up time there. There we go. Now decided to up the ante. Left-hand side. Oh, yeah, we go. 2-on-1 situation. This should be it. Comes back on the inside. Gets away from one. And that's it. That is it. That's the big dive. He brings out the big dive. And it's Matthias. Oh, that's... He's gone over once again. And that should be game, set, and match. His second try of the match. His 6th try of the season. His 4th of the weekend. His 106th of his career. But yeah, look at the fleet-footedness of the number 6 there. Sorry, the number 9, rather. Yeah, as I said, I think these guys are the next big thing. I think this is it. I think we're looking at the side that could dominate for a while. And he moves into 5th in the all-time scoring list for Argentina. Moneta, though, also scored in this try, 111, so 5 points ahead. So a nice little internal battle they can have there. But minute 39 left on the clock here. And Australia well more than 2 tries away. So, yeah, you'd think this is probably pretty much done. And it's been turned over. Well, if it wasn't done before, it's going to be done now. Is it going to pop up? It eventually does pop up. Argentina go over once again. That'll be it. That will be it. They know it'll be it. Look at the celebrations. And I think that's... I think it's a substitute that's just come on, yeah? I think that's Thomas Elizalde, who's gone over and scored. It actually hasn't registered on the screen that he's actually come on. Bit of footy skills there. As you'd imagine, the Argentines are always going to have better footy skills than the Australians. All right, 40 points, 12 with 35 seconds left. What a game it's been from Argentina. Now on the right-hand side. And they've actually won back, Argentina. Well, could they yet finish with a bit of a flourish? And I'll tell you what, bit of support play here. Can you get the offload away? They're just short here with 14 seconds to go. Pick up and go. Oh, the man's there. Mate. So easy to score that. Now they go down the left-hand side. They'll have space. Surely they'll have space. Little kick pass maybe. One last pass. And into the corner they'll go. Up, little show and go. Over they go. And Argentina, well, that is a romping. That is a thrashing. It's an annihilation. That is one of the most dominant performances you'll ever see in a sevens final. 45 points to 12 with the kick to come. Look what it means to them. Their first ever win in Cape Town. And I'll tell you what, that is fully deserved. This Argentinian side looking pretty good. I'm pretty sure that'll take them to the top of the standings. They came up just short last week, finishing in 3rd place. And, well, they've done 2 better tonight, getting the win. Well, there we go, people. What a game. What a weekend of sevens. Australia women, Argentina men coming away with the wins over there. And a couple of decent results there. In terms of where everybody else ended up, we saw in the 3rd, 4th playoff, Ireland going down to Fiji, finishing 3rd there in the 5th place playoff. So that could lose to New Zealand. So the BITDEFENDER, a disappointing weekend really for them, if we're going to be brutally honest. But for Argentina, they'll celebrate well into the night, and deservedly so. It's been another great weekend of sevens, people. Thank you very much for joining me. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys all at the end of January for some more sevens. But right now, let's head over to Roots for some Champions Cup rugby. It is Racing versus Harlequins.